Today is July 4th, 2024. It's Independence Day here in the United States. And it's a Thursday. So just like every Thursday, I facilitate the group call, the weekly group call of my mastermind group program called MetaHelm Changemakers. And we had a very interesting discussion that emerged in the very first seconds of this call about independence. And we used pretty much the whole call to discuss and to explore the meaning of independence, a topic especially relevant for independent experts, independent workers like we are in fields like consulting, coaching, marketing, design, engineering, and others. So with this small group of about 5 or 6 people, we went on and explored this, and I just wanted to share with you some of our thoughts because they may help you answer a key question in our field, which is what keeps you free? What really keeps you free? This question matters because as we embark on our entrepreneurial journey, there's no doubt that what we are all seeking is freedom, independence, freedom from schedule, from relationship, financial freedom, freedom of speech, freedom of exploring and doing the work that we really love. Freedom can have so many facets. Independence can have so many facets for you. So that question really matters to our community here. Freedom is a very multifaceted topic. If you think about it, it's not just freedom from an employer through a new legal status because you started your LLC or because you jump ship and started your own business. This is not just what it is. In fact, what I see very often is people who leave their stable job and put at risk their financial stability and just go on their own thinking, I'm just going to be free. And in the first days or weeks, and this was my case, yet again, several years ago when I launched MetaHelm, I felt very, very free. It was all quiet in my office. There was no more, calls and countless emails and useless meetings coming my way. It was quiet. I was free. I was immediately helping a lot of clients, but I could decide what my schedule would be and so on. But then what I see is that we all engage in that first phase and then hoping that business will just grow from there. And then we become dependent to a series of things. We were dependent from our own strengths, our own sales abilities, our own strengths to go get clients. Most importantly, I feel like freedom and independence in our professions is really something that starts from within, right? Being independent from whatever that fear is, what is your main fear, but being independent from that fear, being independent from the choice of clients that you want to work with. Do you have a precisely described description criteria for your ideal client? That may be helpful to create independence from um, just random leads that show up your way. So see, these are just a few examples of what independence can mean to you. So the interpretation of independence, and that we explore this in our conversation, could be really, really broad. Yet, inner freedom is so important there. Another thing is to realize is that as solopreneurs, small agencies, or even medium size or large size consulting and professional services firm, we thrive to be independent, but we actually can't deny that we are part of an ecosystem. We're part of a network of partners, clients, employees, referrers, vendors. I mean, there are so many people around here, so many people who have stake in our success, and so many people in whose success we also have stake. So it's important to remember that independence really does pretty much not exist. Full independence does not exist, in fact. It's a very subtle thing. It's a very gray thing. It's also not a state. but it's something that looks more like a process. It requires constant attention, constant effort. And one of the things I highlighted in the group is that independence shows up or disappears in moments where we can barely notice, like small decisions. Should we write, should we publish about what we truly believe, or are we dependent again on our anxiety, on the image that we have of other people's judgment on our work, right? So these are all the facets that really, you can explore through independence. So as you think about this question, what keeps you free? I encourage you and I welcome you to look at all of the other things inside and outside your business that will help you be whole, that will help you be who you are, so that you fuel your business with authentic growth, with ideas that are that are not just your own. Maybe they're not your own. They're you heard them from others, but that you embraced enough that they feel like they have your fingerprint on it, and that you share them in your own authentic way. So this is the question I'm inviting you to explore here in this video. Um, maybe, and that was my, when we went around the group, and I at the end I shared my what keeps me free, for instance, is, and I had a list of things. Typically when you reflect on those questions, either the most important things shows up immediately, or you have to go through a series of shallow ideas before you get to what's most important to you. And what came to me towards the end of this moment of reflection is that I need a plan. I need planning to feel free, because planning liberates me from a feeling of overwhelm that I have when I don't really know how my day should unfold. Now, planning is planning is a little bit of an illusion. You probably know the quote, we plan and God laughs, right? Here's another one from my favorite philosopher, Mike Tyson. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. And you may start with a plan, or you may try to force a plan on your business or on yourself. But a plan is just an illusion. A plan is to give you a sense of comfort and direction, and it's really, really critical. I highly encourage you to have a plan. I have courses about agile business planning. I help all my clients to build a plan. And yet, it's interesting to see that maybe your case, in my case, my plan keeps me free. My plans keeps me free from so many things, from fears, from overwhelm, from chaos, um, from the feeling of not doing the things that I said I would do, right? Freedom shows up through commitment, through accountability, and through persistence. It's not just about doing whatever you want to do. Independence is not just, hey, I'm going to just be whoever and do whatever, right? Independence requires structure too. If this country, the United States, can remain independent, it's because we have institutions, we have rules, we have laws, and hopefully we keep these laws applicable to everyone. Nobody is above the law. That's one of the current challenges that the institution of this country is facing at the moment. So see independence, to remain free, to do the work that you love and do it in a profitable way. And growing with it requires a bit of reflection, a bit of exploration about what keeps you free, what really keeps you independent, right? What will keep you going? What will keep you exploring the core of your perspective, for instance? What will keep you um, sharing your thoughts and engaging in what I call meaningful publication, one of the core practices of meaningful marketing, one of the four disciplines of strategic narrative. It's an essential topic that I invite you to explore. And if you want to meet, community of like-minded entrepreneurs, people who care about these types of topics, who are sensitive enough to take this topic seriously and yet with a bit of sense of humor and detachment, well, why don't you consider joining us? Go to my website, metahelm.com, and look at this program, MetaHelm Changemakers. Maybe that's something that would interest you, that will help you. But I'm going to stop my my commercial pitch right here, because that's not the point of this video. Once again, my intent, and hopefully this video has helped you get there, is to liberate you as much as possible from what keeps you from truly being independent. Once again, independent and being an independent expert is not just about starting your business and putting your plate and an open sign for business on your shop. It's all about also how you cultivate it from within, in the sales process, in the delivery process, within your operational systems, when you do marketing, when you keep learning as to cultivate your expertise, when you reflect on where you're headed in your journey, all of those facets in a holistic manner in your business. I hope this helps, and I welcome your comments and questions as always. Thank you so much.